Hey, thanks for being patient with us tonight. Thanks for joining me as well. My name is Todd Graves. I'm co-founder of Graves Golf. My brother and I started this company about 22 years ago with our mission to teach the entire world the single plane swing. Tonight, I'm going to show you where we're at and what we've done to even help more people around the world, including you, learn the single plane swing and find better ways to access the information. But I want to talk about a little bit about my story. Now, you may be new to the single plane swing. You may be somebody out there who is kind of checking it out for the first time. You might be somebody that has actually been using it for a while, or you may just be out there kind of saying, hey, maybe I want to change my swing this year. You know, this is my first show for 2022, and maybe this is your year to dive into the single plane swing and really get started with it and be like the thousands of people that are enjoying all the success they're having. Because here's one thing I do know about you. You want to be more consistent. You want to play golf with less pain, less frustration. You want to have more fun playing golf. You also want to have fun playing with your friends, and ultimately you want to shoot lower scores. Those are very important things to you because they were important to me. And I want to kind of tell my story as we get into this. I want to show you a video here in a few minutes. But quickly, I want to kind of give you a background of why we're standing here today and why I believe that the single plane swing is absolutely the right thing for you if you want more consistency, if you're frustrated, if you want to have more fun playing golf and shoot lower scores, you're in the right place. One of the things that happened to me, that was very similar to you, I had been playing golf almost my entire life, and I got extremely frustrated because I was working with a lot of the best instructors in the world, trying to improve my game, and got very frustrated, and what I would call golf instruction in the conventional world had kind of failed me. In other words, I don't know if you've experienced that out there yourself, but you try different things. Right now you may be surfing the internet, looking at different people's YouTube channels. You may be looking at the Golf Channel, trying to figure out, hey, looking for that tip that's going to make you better. Well, that's what I was doing. I was traveling all over the world, and I had access to the best instructors in the world, and I basically got worse. And that was very frustrating for me. And I always ask myself, well, why was it that I got worse? And looking back, I can tell you exactly why. Number one, there was no swing model. It was random. It was confusing. One time the teachers were telling you to do one thing a certain way, and then another time another way. So there was no model. And that was a problem. We're going to discuss that more tonight. Number two was that there really wasn't a system. Like there wasn't something that was telling me, hey, if you do this, this, and this in this order and work in this proper pattern, you'll develop the proper parts of your game to become a better golfer. It was random. Like instruction was random. You've seen it. It's out there today. There's no real random way. There's no real concrete way to learn the swing. It's all very random. It's just watch the Golf Channel for a day, read a magazine, and from the front cover to the back cover, you get two opposite opinions of how the golf swing should even be performed. That's where golf instruction is today. Now, here's what happened to me. So I'll just tell you how this worked for me. I basically was tired of the game. I wanted to quit. I was basically ready to give up. And a friend of mine shows me this guy named Mo Norman, this video of Mo Norman. Now, what I saw was simplicity. I literally saw simplicity. And what I want to do for you tonight is I want you to see a video of Mo. But here's what I want you to do when you watch the video. I simply want you to look. You've probably seen tons of instruction out there. You've probably seen lots of different swings and all this stuff. You've tried a number of swings. You've done different things out there, the things you've learned. I want you to look at this video from the perspective of simplicity. And when we get back from the video, I'm going to explain what you're seeing about the single plane swing.
Watch it, 350. Exactly. Way less effort. Way less. Use a karate chop again. That's it.
Yeah. So show me what you were doing before.
Same as you. Same as you, man. Same as you. Here's you and me. Oh, shit. Here, my hands will break that building over there.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Look it, look it. Okay.
So you're doing that at the ball or after the ball?
After. Watch this. Way out in the dirt. Oh, shit. Looks like I'll be 20 past that. Oh, happy nice.
I do, you know what?
See what? Way out there. Oh, boy. That's gonna run like hell.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh boy. Woo, look out. Sure, there's further than that.
Within 11 degree.
That's
Getting
further than
good ball flight, yeah.
That's further than that. Oh yeah. Yeah. Watch this. Oh man.
I like that one.
So do I. Now here's what you're doing and I'm doing. Watch, I'll really sting it. See? Now I know I'm going to get some run. See, it's all the same height. You see? It was stung. See? Watch this, 350. Watch this. Oh, man. That ever beautiful. Oh, that ever beautiful. Watch this. Oh, look at it. I hit a driver like that. Oh, good. Never stop running. Never stop running. You'll never stop running. Here. Watch them move.
That's good.
Huh?
You're hitting that club good.
Oh yeah. Watch. Look at it. Never high. Notice?
That's 13 degrees.
Sure. Never high. Yeah. Look at it. Watch this for purity. Look at it. Here's our way. Whatever you and I do. Higher, no sting. No sting. Okay?
Okay, show me a stinger now.
Oh, you saw it? A lot of ball. Good. Now watch the stinger.
That was
Like
good.
night and day.
That was good. Yep.
No dirt. 25 balls, no dirt on the toe or heel. Look.
Now
Completely
that's
clean.
a spot that's never been used on my club, man.
Look. We'll get practicing.
Get practicing. Get practicing.
Watch this. I'll sting it.
Don't you wish you would have known this when you were younger?
Sure. I said to him, where were you? He said,
Where
I'm
were
on
you?
hatch yet.
It wasn't hatched yet.
That's what he said to me. So, look at it.
Man,
Look at it.
that'd be good.
Look at it. Look at it. Here's the new way. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Isn't that beautiful?
Yes, it is.
Less effort. Better flight. Watch this. Isn't that beautiful? Look. Not even my gloves or nothing. Look. Look at it. Yeah. Watch this. Ooh.
That's very nice.
Look at Look at Watch this.
Yeah, you love that one.
Sure, isn't that
Love
beautiful?
that.
Huh? A lot different, eh? Look. Look.
Unbelievable.
Look at it.
So I love watching Mo on that video. And one of the things that you see, and this is what I saw when I first saw him, first of all, He even talked about it a little bit there, how simple it was and how effortless it is. And that's what this is really all about, because if you're going to be more consistent and more accurate and have more fun, we got to simplify this thing down a little bit. And one of the things that I always saw with Mo, once I understood this, and I want to kind of talk about that, is the common sense of it, right? So I want to go through that with you right now, what you're seeing in that video. And I can't go into tons of detail because that's what our instruction is all about, but I want to give you the basics of the single plane just from a common sense perspective as you're out there kind of re-engaging with the single plane swing. One of the things you see right off the bat is you see that Mo looks like he's reaching for the golf ball. So you see this alignment of the club and the trail arm. You see how I'm creating a single plane. That's what we call the single plane, was when the club's lining up with the arm. And, why is that so important at that address? Because that's really the first thing you see. And that's the first thing that looks what people would say so different than maybe what you've learned before. I mean, I was literally talking to guys this last week, and they're talking about how the hands are close to the body, and you should stand athletic position, and your hands should hang straight down. And it's completely different what Mo figured out. And what he figured out was you're putting the club in alignment with the arms. Well, why is that important? Because that's exactly where the arms are going to return at impact. So he's starting and impacting on the exact same plane. That's why we call it the single plane swing. That's the first thing you see. But here's why that's so simple. And this is just going to make common sense, because if I said hit that thing on the ground with a stick, and this was just a stick, you'd point the stick at the object you're hitting, right? You wouldn't put your hands down here. That makes absolutely no sense at all. You'd point the stick at the object you're going to hit. So you'd create a single line with the stick, because that is the plane you're going to swing your stick on to hit that object. That's what single plane golf was all about, and it just makes common sense. But it actually goes further than that, because now the position Mo is placing his body allowed him to take the club back and bring it down with the least amount of movement, least amount of effort, least amount of stress in the back, least amount of rotation. So now you get to this thing we call efficiency. So that's what the single plane swing is all about. There's also something that Mo did from this angle that when you watched him from the face-on view, he created another straight line. So if you look at this angle, you see that he lines the club up with the lead arm. Well, that's because at impact, again, the club will align with the lead arm at impact. So when I saw Mo hit golf balls for the first time, just like when you saw that video, maybe that was the first time you've seen Mo hit balls as well, you see these things that look so different than what you might see today in the conventional golf instruction. But what you're seeing is absolute simplicity. There's a science behind what he's doing, and you can apply it to your golf game to get more consistent, more accurate, hit the ball longer, straighter, with less side spin and less stress on the body. And of course, that's going to be more fun. Now, tonight I am excited about what we've done at Graves Golf. We've been working on a couple of things for the last year and a half or so, and I want to present this to you tonight because we have a mission. And that mission for you is to not only teach you the Mo Norman swing model and the short game and the putting and all the elements of the game, but now we have a system to teach it to you. And I'm going to show you some things tonight that you're going to be really surprised at. I want to kind of present to you single plane 360 model. Now, here's what this is, and I'm going to kind of give some background here about this. Let me log into this iPad here. Here, Brock, you have to help me with this for a second. I don't know what's going on here. Got it. Okay. So let's talk about. Oh, I didn't get it logged in here. Let me do that again. Is that studio? Yeah. Okay. So let's talk about how I can help you get better, right? And one of the things that's really important about that, you can put on the screen. Okay, is a system. Now, what do we mean by this? What do we mean by a system that's going to help you get better? Well, here's where most golf instruction goes wrong, is there is no system. Like, what do you learn first? What do you learn second? What do you learn third? So the first thing, and I got a triangle here on the screen, and we're gonna basically talk about foundation. So you're gonna learn a foundation of the single plane swing. So that's what I got to teach you first. Not only the swing, I got to teach you the foundation of your short game. I got to teach you the foundation of your putting. You must learn the foundation of something to learn the next thing, which is positions. All right, so just like you got a great address position, right? That's the foundation that you've learned. Now you got to learn the positions of the swing. That makes sense, right? In order. All right, so not only positions of the swing, positions of the short game, positions of the putting. The next thing is I want you to sequence it. I want you to put it all together and be able to actually make the motion. So you can see what I'm doing here. I'm building you a model of how you learn. Who else does this, right? This is your model. Got the foundation positions, then you got the sequence, and then the final thing is application. That's the final part of the triangle, is applying it to your game. Look, you can learn all the things correctly, but if you don't apply it to your game, how are you going to be able to go shoot lower scores and play your best golf, right? So this is your learning model. And we think this is absolutely great because now it helps us help you, because now we can tell you exactly where you are in your process. We can help teach you the parts of the process. We can guide you through learning it. And here's the goal of this model. It speeds up your process. Because where do you need to be? You need to be learning foundation? Okay, go learn foundation. You learn the positions. The coaches in our organization now can tell you exactly how we can help you. We can assess you and help you. Okay, you can kind of see where this model becomes very important. Now, I'm going to take this to another level here. Now you're seeing, I've taken those triangles and I put them into a pie, and now you're seeing the entire single plane teaching system. What you're seeing here is you got all parts of the game. You have the putting, you have the swing, and you have the short game. So those are the three parts of your game, right? And now what you have in each one of these pieces of pie, you have the foundation, the positions, the sequence, the application, which makes you in the middle a 360 golfer. Now you're working on your entire game to play great golf. That's what we call a 360 golfer. But here's what's even better about this. So now you're seeing all the stuff you can do inside the model. There's these things that we use to train. Notice I have an alignment ball position trainer here on the ground. You know that we want you to have properly fit golf equipment. There's certain training aids that we use. All the things that we have coaching, the online coaching, those are accelerators to this process. So if I go back a step, you can see that now I can, these are basically training aids. You have coaching. And then obviously you have club fitting. These are the accelerators to the model, right? So now you not only have a model you're following to train with, to know where you're at, to assess, to become a 360 golfer. Now we can accelerate the process because we can speed it up. This is amazing when it comes to helping you from a coaching perspective, because we now have a way we can track you, measure you, and keep you engaged shortcutting your processes the entire time because we have this model. Now, it gets even better than that, because based on this, and you remember when I was talking to you earlier, when I learned Mo's swing, the problem with me learning Mo's swing, my biggest problem was that I was on my own. Now, I had Mo, and I would spend time with him just like you saw in that video, and I would learn from him. He'd tell me stuff, but he wasn't there with me every single day. Like, I couldn't go see Mo every day. I would see him once a month or for a week, and then I would leave, and then I would see him a couple months later, and I had Mo as a reference, but he wasn't helping me every single day. I was lost every single day. So I started taking videos of Mo. That's why I took that one video you're seeing there. I started taking videos so I could study it and train and practice, learn my own. Well, that's your problem too, but not anymore. You now have what we call Graves Golf on Demand. I want to show you this. And I'm going to just pull on the screen here. Graves Golf on Demand. This is what we've been working on for about 2 years. And I want to show you this. Can you pull it up on the screen? Okay. So let me tell you a little bit about Graves Golf on Demand. The problem with instruction that I ran into, I didn't have access to instruction. I had to go look at a camera or go online or go to a video or something. But now we've been working for the last 2 years to make sure all of our instruction and the material you needed is available on your mobile device on demand. So This is it right here. Now, this is an app on your phone. It's on your mobile device. You can get it on your Roku TV, so Apple TV. This is where the home of Graves Golf sits. And so now, it's gonna get pretty cool. So follow me on this, because all of you out there who are really wanting to dig into the single plane and really have access to the instruction. So literally you can be out there practicing, and you can go to, for example, you're having some trouble, you want to do some training. Let's go look at the single plane solution. So you pop in there, you can open up the single plane solution and watch our basic training video. So we could do that if we wanted to. Let's go back. Let's say you wanted to watch a previous plane talk that we talked about, maybe some short game stuff. You could pop into the plane talk and watch one of the shows from plane talk. This one, you can see the subject matter. You can pick out your subject matter. If you watch a video, you can come back and save it into your playlist and watch it while you're on the range, while you're on the course, or at home later on. Also, if you go back to this is where all the training's going to sit. So here's what we've done. Now that Graves Golf developed the access for you to have a place where you can access the information anytime, anywhere on your mobile device, we have the Single Plane Academy, which many of you are familiar with, this is the home of the Single Plane Academy. So this is where you're going to get all this instruction. Remember, that's where the coaches are as well. So you have the single plane coaches. So if you're working on something, you can send a video to the coaches, right? So now you have access to the coaches as well. But now that you have access online, anytime, anywhere, we created February 7th, we're launching this, which we call the Single Plane Reset. So, 30 days of training where you're going to get daily training, accountable training to reset your single plane swing. It's going to be right here, hosted inside on demand for 30 days, okay? That's your first 30 days. Now your second 30 days, this is a single plane short game reset, right? So now you can work on your short game inside Single Plane Academy, 30 days of training. We're keeping you accountable. You're basically checking the box. You're working with the coaches, making sure you're getting it right. Then we got the single plane putting reset for 30 days. So there's 90 days of training right there, on your phone, where you're accessing training, keeping you accountable, working with the coaches for 90 days. All right. This is getting pretty cool because literally you've never been able to access the instruction like this before. Then, how about this? For the new people out there, those of you that are kind of on the fence wondering, maybe I should try single plane swing this year, we have a Journey to the 360 Single Plane Golfer program, which is another program you're going to be able to find inside the on-demand site for those who want to kind of get into it and try it for the first time. That's a 6-week program. No matter where you're at with a single plane swing, you dive into this on-demand app and you're going to be able to get training and access to it and get it right when you need it. Really cool. Now, here's where it gets even more cool. So here we are. You're training like crazy. You're having a blast, learning the single plane swing. You got access to the instruction. You're moving along. And then we have challenges, right? So a 6-week challenge comes along. Because I want to show you something. Let me set the iPad again real quick. So I want to show you something that we do inside the single plane model. So remember the model, right? So here's the 360 model. You want me to put you got it, okay. So watch this. So you have the single plane swing, right? And inside the swing you have, you might want to work on your driver. So that'd be a driver. Or you have your hybrids in 3-wood. And then you have your, basically, irons. So notice that inside of the swing model, there's different things you got to work on, right? I mean, you can't just go, you work on your swing and you're like, how do I hit a driver? You need some driver training or hybrid training or 3-wood training. What about your short game? Well, you need some chipping training. You need some pitching training. And you need some bunker training, right? So that's all sitting inside the short game training. Well, what about putting? You need long putting. You need short putting. And you'll need, some green reading. Okay. So you can see now the pie, there's a lot of stuff we have to work with inside the pie, and all that training is right inside Graves Golf On Demand. So we're going to create challenges. So you're working on those things inside 6-week challenges. So think about this for a minute. I'm going to walk you through this. Because here's the problem you're going to have normally. You're going to be out there, and most people have random practice habits. They don't know what to practice. They don't know when to practice. They don't know what part of the game to work on, and they go a year and they don't get any better at all. And by the way, I can talk to any of my coaches, talk to my brother, talk to anybody in our organization, And we asked people that haven't improved, why haven't you improved? And they're like, well, what did you practice on? Well, they don't know. There's no direction. There's no accountability. There's no system in place. We're creating the system for you. So now all you have to do is get on your on-demand app, and you'll get delivered the single plane reset, single plane short game reset, single plane putting reset. And once you get through that, you'll be doing 6-week challenges on your driver, on your chipping, on your pitching, on your putting, on your green reading. You'll have all these challenges that you can log in and go through the challenge and know exactly what to practice. On-demand is allowing us to deliver to you in your pocket our coaching, which we love, because we finally can get to you anywhere you are, so you make sure you have the training with you anytime, anywhere. We love on-demand. Now, here's what's cool. You have that, right, on-demand, inside the Single Plane Academy, all of our training right in your pocket, and you have access to our coaches, our Single Plane Academy coaches. So now they're going to be keeping you accountable. You send videos to them about your training. They're going to be helping you, guide you through these plans and these challenges. All right, let me ask you a question, because there's still more. Do you think you can get better having that access to that type of instruction? Literally, it's the best instruction of Graves Golf in your pocket and with our coaches. It's right there if you want to dig into the single plane swing. There is no reason why you can't practice perfectly and get this stuff anytime, anywhere. You're also going to get weekly coaching tips from our coaches, which that just keeps you motivated to stay inside and keep working at it. And then you have a concierge service. And that's where you can ask questions anytime, anywhere. And inside the on-demand, we do events like this, where we get up here and we answer questions for you. It's a membership site. You become a member. It's a membership site. And here's what's interesting about this, is I presented this to my partners in California. We've been working on this for a while, and I presented this to my partners in California, and I said, look, here's all the stuff we're putting into on-demand in the Single Plane Academy with the coaching service. And I said, what's that worth? Like, what would you pay? And these guys were like $3,000, $2,500 a year, $2,000 a year. The average value that my partners were saying is, we got to charge at least $2,000 a year for this type of service. You're going to be shocked tonight at what it's actually going to cost you. Now, here's the thing. I want to show you a quick video from Jeff Turner, who's actually a Single Plane Academy member. I was having dinner with him, and I said, Jeff, he's a member, and he's seen on-demand. He's one of our members. I said, what do you think of on-demand? Tell me what you think about on-demand. I want you to hear Jeff Turner talk about our on-demand site.
Graves Golf on-demand app. Okay, what do you like about what? I know you're
Ease of use. Immediately obtain information.
Okay.
Well, I'd say this from a student's perspective. You know, what I'm working on is different than what she may be working on, what he may be working on. But man, I got this issue right here, right now. I sure like to see that from that moment of dropping down into the slot, from the slot to impact. I sure would like, going in, it's once again, set myself to go and spend the time, find out what tools are available within that app.
So the faster you can navigate to what you need.
Yeah,
helps, yeah.
From an instructional standpoint.
Right.
It's always great to go look and watch some video on Mo and put it on a demonstration and all that, and that's in those wonderful ways. But for the here and now, to me, it's kind of like, I'd like to get there and see exactly, and to see different angles. You know, because sometimes on day 6, after a 5-day camp, the most important day is day 6. And so it's like, wow, maybe I didn't catch that quite right.
What do you mean different angles? Tell me about that.
Well, different views, face on, down the line. You know, you've done a lot of them over the top.
Top
you know,
view.
you can actually go back and look and see.
So perspectives.
Yeah.
That's great.
To be able to see, what am I missing?
That's really
Why
good
am I
information.
not getting? What am I missing?
Right. Right.
It's there, but from my viewpoint, I'm not. It's not making sense. Hence, doing this as opposed to this.
Right. Right.
Well, how did I not catch that? You know.
So why would anybody hire the Graves Golf on demand? I think we answered that, to get information.
Well, it's just part of it's part of the suite of products that you offer. I mean, to me, it's just another layer.
When do you watch it? Like, when do you watch on demand? Do you watch it like in the morning when you get up, or when you're on the bike?
Later in the day.
Later in the day. And are you on your device?
Well, for example, if I'm going to do a treadmill or elliptical cross or something like that, or I want to do rowing, I'll watch Mo. You know, one of those 50-minute interviews with Mo and all that. But if it's something more instructional, I've really got a golf club in my hand.
Yeah, so it gets some instruction.
Yeah.
So you use it for instruction when you have a club in your hand, but then when you're doing fun stuff, you like to watch Mo and entertainment. You like the entertainment side of it.
Yeah, I'll take that or watch you or something or Todd or Tim. You know, I'll kind of go back and forth. But generally when I do that, I like to kind of have to be near a golf club. Because I'm the kind of guy that
you want to
if I hear
fly.
something, I'm like, stop it right there, go get the golf club. Immediately want to go, okay, I missed it, there it is. That's what I'm looking for. So I kind of have to do those
bring some
instructional,
of that
or if there's any hint of any instruction associated with it.
So that was me and Jeff. We had dinner one night, and he has a nice big screen TV, and he just said, he goes, Todd, man, he goes, I love on demand. He goes, I love what's going on, what you're doing with on demand. He goes, 'cause I can literally flip on, watch a show with my wife, and then when I want to, I can flip over to on demand and watch something. We actually spent the night watching some Mo Norman videos because you have a Mo Norman archive video here, just like the video I just showed you recently a minute ago. We got the Mo Norman archives. We can go in there and watch Mo hit golf balls. And look, here's why I love on demand so much. It's because it gives me a place to put stuff that I have in my archives too, that it was highly valuable to me as a guy learning from Mo. I can put it on here, and it has a really nice place that you can learn the single plane swing, and it relates to what you're learning. It's not just another video out there of Mo. It actually applies to you becoming a 360 golfer. The other thing too that this has is search functions. You can go on there and search things like, driving accuracy. You can search working on wedges. You can search topping the ball. And these things you can search. If you want to go into the search function, type in a word or two, and it'll bring up the videos related to those search topics. That's something we're continually working on because we want to make sure it's real accessible. You want to be able to find the information you need, so you have the search function. To me, that's one of the most valuable things about having an on-demand thing is searching very quickly to find out what you need. Because here's really what's so important about having this in your pocket on your phone or your device is that you can get to it quick. Because our goal as coaches is to speed up this learning process. Let me give you another. This is Tom Swan. He had some things to say about on demand. He goes, Graves Golf on demand will change the world. I can see it now. As a golfer, all a golfer needs is to install on demand on his cell phone and get a set of AirPods. So while you're sitting with your lovely wife watching HGTV TV shows on remodeling the kitchen, you can view unending list of valuable insights from the guys at Graves Golf. I've yet to see a video that didn't offer some form of value. Even more, after you practice with the same video, once again, you'll see something you missed the last time. And that's what I've seen this so much with people. They watch our instruction and they want to go watch it again. Well, on demand allows you to go watch where you left off and start it over again. And that's what we love about on demand. This will change how you learn the single plane swing in golf instruction. And we've been putting this together for a long time. It's taken the team. They've done a great job getting this thing out there. Now, here's what we got it for. And you're not going to believe this. We got basically the offer tonight to get in. And this, by the way, this expires February 1st. Is for $495, not $2,000, not $3,000, not what all my partners were talking about. I wanted to make this accessible to everybody, and I have it at $495. So here's the thing. I got some special things for you. Matter of fact, what you're getting tonight is we give school credit. By the way, if you pay the $495, half of that amount goes to school credit. You can apply it to one of the Graves Golf schools. We're going to give 50% bonus on that, which means for $495, you get $360 as a credit right back to you to come to a school. You also get the new member toolkit, which is a phone holder, a towel, and a stat tracker. And that's that value. But by the end of the thing, we figured this up, and I had to figure this up with my partners. You're paying $11 a month. $11 a month to have access to all the greatest single plane instruction in the world on your phone, access to the coaches live to get personal instruction, and the freebies we're giving away tonight for $11 a month. I can't do any better than that. I literally cannot do any better than that. Matter of fact, I'm basically giving it away. So here's the thing about it. This offer, because I know we're going to have thousands of people probably try to sign up for this in the next month or so. That $495 offer expires February 1st. So you got till February 1st to get that $495, and then it's going to $699. So basically, you're going to see us talk about this. Now, you're not going. If you sign up tonight, you get all the bonuses. You get the member toolkit, you get the phone holder, and you get the stat tracker. That's what you get tonight for signing up right now. Those go away if you do it tomorrow. Okay, those are only for tonight. And then it's going to $699, which is still a freaking great deal. I love, even that's a great price for you. But we're going to raise the price February 1st. And remember, don't forget, on February 7th, you're going to see the single plane reset. All right, that's coming out. So the training starts February 7th when you're going to start really seeing it come out. The app is fantastic right now. It's got great information in there right now. And then all of a sudden, the training starts on February 7th, where you can now get into the challenges. So I'm pushing you tonight, because I know we may have to shut this thing down actually next month as well. We don't know. We don't know how many people are going to sign up, but I know there's going to be all the people. By the way, I just want to give you a quick number. We have 192,000 people that are going to view these ads over the next till February 1st. So there's 192,000 of you that are going to see this offer. It's going to be and the coaches can only handle so much, right? They can only handle so many people. So that's the thing, is we're going to have to cut this off at some point. So till February 1st, you're going to get this great deal. But tonight, you get all the specials that go with it. That's the offer for tonight. So listen, look at what all the value you get. And by the way, you're going to absolutely love the driver training, the short game training, the bunker game training. Our instruction from Graves Golf will live inside On Demand. This will be the access point for everything you need, single plane. And then you got our coaches, which are the best teachers in the world of single plane. You tell me if you think of a better way that I can help you learn the single plane swing, provide you with the best instruction in the world, provide you with live coaching. I got to know, because this is what we've been working on for over 2 years, to bring it to you, the absolute easiest access to speed up your learning process and help you become a single plane 360 golfer, which is why you're here in the first place. So, guys, take advantage of this offer tonight. It's $495. It's $11 a month when it comes down to it. That's cheaper than most of your subscription channels anyway. And this is all of the great Graves Golf content. So listen, I look forward to helping you as much as we can at Graves Golf. Learn this quickly and have a blast doing it, becoming more consistent, having more fun, and getting on that golf course and shooting lower scores, of course. That's our goal here at Graves Golf. That's number one. Helping you become a 360 golfer, and meeting you someday at a school maybe, but obviously our coaches can work with you anytime. I look forward to helping you as much as I can, and this is the absolute greatest thing at Graves Golf we're excited about. I want to thank my team, by the way, for really rolling this thing out. We've been pushing this thing now. We've been trying to figure this out for a couple of years. We've pushed hard to get to tonight to roll this thing out. This is the rollout of this single plane swing, basically to the world on demand. And now you're seeing it for the first time. So let me see you inside the program. I look forward to that. And I'll see you at a school, or I'll see you online in single plane on demand.